It's during the 2 days of the conference, I realized that it's not ICT. It's basically we need to talk about the importance of information and importance of communication separately. Only information is not important. It needs to be delivered, it needs to be communicated in a desired manner, wherein we can help the end user, we can help the farmer we are talking about. Lot many initiatives are going on these days in the field of enablement of agriculture. I'll talk about the initiative which Handigo has taken, e-agriculture, enabling agriculture. We are talking here about the information and communication, how information and communication is helping, is enabling and empowering agriculture. It's basically information and communication that will lead to the desired objective that everyone, each one of us or the organizations are looking into. Everyone is, or all the initiatives that people are or the organizations are taking are as a friendship or being friends towards the farmer. But all these organizations or initiatives are not friends among themselves. All these initiatives are happening in isolation. It's only the forum or the platform like E-India, we came to know all the initiatives are happening together. Most of the initiatives are very similar in nature. Yesterday I was talking to Dr. Trivedi from ICAR. He said very well that all these ICT initiatives are very limited to scholars, professors, students. But how the end farmer, how the end user is going to utilize these initiatives is very important. I'll talk about Handigo first because it's very important to know this organization that is taking the initiative. We are a global provider of mobile value-added services in the space-based solution. Our in-house content development and technology adds to our competitive differentiation. Our partnership and relations with the leading mobile operators in the industry and our presence on all the platforms adds to our strategic advantage. Talking about our presence in value-added service domain, we are present in wireless application protocol, WAP. We are present in short message services, that is very well, popularly known as SMS, and also interactive voice response, that is IVR. The initiative that I will be talking today is on the last platform, that is IVR, interactive voice response, and I will also share the importance and the advantages of this initiative on IVR. Talking about Handigo's reach, we are present across all operators. We have very good relations with Airtel, Vodafone, Idea, Reliance Communication, BSNL. Having relationship with all the operators, the distinctive point is our reach, that is the entire mobile base of 450 million and the rural base of 120 million. Talking about the various stages of ICT, moving from radio, telephone, television, computer, mobile, this initiative of rural agriculture is, I'll be talking about today, is on mobile. Having 24/7 engagement, anytime, anywhere is a distinctive feature. Let's look at the growth in mobile telephone. The overall tele density today is 36.8%, with rural tele density of 14.8%. With 14.8% penetration in rural market, the rural mobile base is 120 million, which forms almost 1/4 of the total mobile user base in India. When we talk about the rural subscription growth in 0809, it's much above the urban subscription growth, 27% and 19% respectively. 2020, the expected rural tele density is expected to be 100%. Information and communication leads to empowerment, which ultimately leads or enables to improve the lifestyle. The whole point, the whole initiative is to convert an advice-seeking farmer into an informative and aware person. Informative and aware farmer. Now, what this information and awareness is all about? This empowerment, this information, this awareness is about all the aspects related with the life style attached with farm, be it agriculture, livestock, commodity prices, weather information, fisheries, education, health, finance. Seeing all these, we can very well say that mobile is a genie that can help us reach out to rural India and information that will empower. Dr. Nair also said the same way that mobile will be the next generation that will help enable the agriculture. We've identified till date that there are two community or two sectors that exist. One is a rural community and the other sector is a quality rich information. When we talk about ICT, it's basically the I part, which is quality rich information. It's the communication which is required between the two communities, wherein Handigo's initiative come into picture. Organizations like us who are expert in technology can bridge the gap between the content rich society and the society that is seeking the information. Talking about our product, Krishi Vani. We've named it Krishi Vani. This is an IVR product on mobile telephony, which provides information on crops and cultivation, weather advisory, commodity prices, livestock, finance, fishery advisories, health and education. I'll talk about all these verticals in detail, what we are actually doing, what is the source of content, and what is the stage we have reached so far. Talking about weather-based advisory, we are providing information that is the weather forecast for next 5 days. We are updating this information twice a week. We are giving information on weather alerts. Considering the weather information, what is the agro advisory as well as the animal advisory we are catering through this service. The salient features are, we are covering 596 districts across 27 states. The advisory is through the expert scientists of State Agricultural Universities, which is updated twice a week. The content partner, the source of information is Indian Meteorological Department. As I said earlier that we are an technology expert organization, we are not mastered in agriculture. So we need to partner with somebody in order to provide the information. Talking about crops and cultivation, we are targeting the whole life cycle of a crop, starting from cultivation, variety, field preparation, fertilizers, irrigation, weed control, crop rotation. Again, the salient feature of the service is we are delivering information, the region-based content for 27 states in 21 regional languages. Similarly, on the livestock front, we are covering information on all the rural animals, cattle, sheep, goat, camel, horse, poultry. Again, the information is in 27 states, very customized, geographic, region-specific in 21 regional languages.
Which state do you visit?
Pardon?
Which state did you visit?
Actually, we identified a couple of states to start the service because it was very difficult to initiate.
Not only 48 states, so you could imagine 47. So
see, the idea is because we are working on this project for almost last 1.5 years. So the organizations that we have partnered with, we have collected data. There is a separate team which is working on a state-wise content, and the source of content is the ultimate authority.
I want to know what is the one state which you are purposely missing.
I think it's somewhere in Northeast.
Northeast.
Yeah, Northeast. Talking about fisheries advisory, very important vertical. We are working with Inquice and Netfish. We are giving information for potential fishing zones. We are covering 277 nodes across 12 states. We are also giving information on wave height and wind speed. Cyclones and earthquake alerts are being given through this IVR mobile service. The whole fishery advisories or the fish vertical is divided into coastal fishing and inland fishing. When we talk about the coastal fishing, these are the points. And inland fishing, it's basically the new ponds and tips for taking care of the ponds. Commodity prices, we are giving the prices of the commodities across all the 1300 active mandis as of now. The source of content, we are sourcing the content from AgMarkNet. Similarly, on the similar fronts, education, health and finance are the verticals incorporated in our service. When we talk about education and health, we are primarily covering children and women education. The content partners with us who are helping on the content front are UNICEF and Smile Foundation. On the finance vertical, we want to incorporate the information on insurance, loan schemes and other government offerings. We are in talks with Punjab National Bank, NABARD and Bank of India as of now. The second phase of the service would be, setting up a call center which would take care of the customized query, because we have identified that the most important part in agriculture is, delivering the personalized information, the customized query, because the situation might not be similar at all the ends. So, expertise, customized solution is very much required. Talking about the alliances, the partnership that we have done so far, it's Indian Meteorological Department, IMD for weather, United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF helping us on health and education. Indian Development Gateway, INDG, is an initiative by CDEC. They are also providing us, helping in, taking the service to the next level. Various MPDA initiatives like SIFFS, NetFish are also partnered with us. Confederation of NGOs for Rural India, CNRI, is an organization that is helping us on the delivery front. That is, taking the service to the ground level. This CNRI is an umbrella organization having almost 6,000 rural NGOs partnered them. All India Radio is again a delivery mode through which we are doing a promotion. I'll talk about the importance or the advantages of developing this service on IVR. Having such an information on IVR is less complex. Local language support is very well there. Regional content delivery is possible. It connects with user very well, because when the content is regional and the language is regional, a connect established. IVR, even a basic mobile handset would support an IVR application. Automated operations are there. It improves the productivity and less costly. When I say less costly, it's basically the time cost, money cost, and the energy cost. Having said that, IVR has an added advantage because it is available, it is acceptable, it is very well accessible and affordable. How we are promoting this service, because that is again a communication. Now, once we have developed this product, it has become information. Now again, the communication comes into the picture. So we have tied up with an organization who are doing marketing for us, targeting various arts and melas. Various special promotion vehicles have been planned. Opinion leaders is one of the important delivery channel that we are looking into. I've already talked about All India Radio. Big FM is also one of the delivery partners. Talking about our initiative, we want to touch every aspect of rural India with mobile as a medium, communicating relevant information that would result in empowerment. The need is to strengthen the communication of information. A lot more initiatives are going on in India to build the information base. The need is now to strengthen the communication of such an information. If we are able to strengthen the communication of the information, we are able to achieve the enablement of agriculture that we are talking these days. Thank you.